Hi, my name is Nafisa Tamadra Abdul Malik. I'm a Muslimah. I'm a wife and mom of 3 kids under 5.
And I'm also a program manager by employment.
I'm a business owner, Nafi Exquisite Services. A lot of times people always ask me, how do you pronounce this your business name? So there I said it. Nafi Exquisite Services is a business that takes care of 3 things: writing, catering, and project management. A lot of times people ask me, how are you able to juggle being a mom, being an employee, being a business owner, and also coaching? So I coach in my spare time, and the answers you find in these videos, and I promise you it's going to be an interesting journey. I wanted to share something really quick with you. Recently I wanted to purchase a number of things for my business, and I had to go to a place where I haven't been to ever before. I haven't driven out of my safe space, which is Abuja, before, but that particular day I had to go because that was where I could get stuff relatively cheap. So I already planned to go with someone, and that day they just called out of the blues that they couldn't make it. I said okay, I wouldn't go, but then I thought to myself, delaying the trip would also delay the prospects, what I had planned to achieve. So I decided, I'll go alone. After all, I have Google Map, and that was what I did. So I put my Google Map on and I went to the market. My drive through was not very smooth because the roads were quite bad, but I made it through and I was so happy with myself. I gave myself like a pat on the shoulder and I was like, yay, girl, you did it. I was really excited. I was able to make my journey, yay, without anybody helping me. So I was on my way back and I had an accident. So a bike man, local parlance we call it Okada man, he was coming at me, and on the other side where he could have been riding on, a truck was coming. So he was trying to avoid the truck and he ran into me on the side. Not up to 10-15 minutes after the bike incident, it started to pour like from nowhere. That car was going. I noticed that the Google Map wasn't working. How, I don't even know, but I just noticed it wasn't working. And I remember the last instruction I got was, keep driving on Abuja Cardinal Road for the next 8 kilometers. That was the last instruction Google gave to me. So I didn't even know if I had passed how many kilometers. So I just kept driving, and I was at that point, I was praying. I got really scared because I started remembering the stories I've heard about the Cardinal Road. I started remembering the kidnappings, and then this is like coronavirus period. There's a lockdown rule with a curfew. So I was really scared, and I called my husband and I like, ring ring, hello, on my way back, I'm stuck somewhere, I don't even know where I am, and it's raining heavily. And he was like, okay, what do you want me to do, because you don't even know where you are? Okay, would you hold on and maybe stop other motorists and ask them, And I was like, it's raining heavily, who would I ask? And he was like, okay, park your car somewhere. And I told myself, oh my god, this man doesn't even understand. And almost 5 minutes later, it got really dark. I couldn't really see clearly. And then there were potholes. So the potholes I couldn't see because they were filled with water. So I think I drove straight into like 3 big potholes within that period of time. And I was so scared because I felt, I was going to really damage the car. So I had to park. So when I parked, I kept hoping, Google would come back up, and then I noticed my network was out. So I couldn't even call. I waited for another 15-20 minutes and I was really scared because it was getting late, pretty late. I started my journey again, and I kept telling myself, I'll get there. And at some point I started crying because the truth was I was lost with no hope for anybody finding me. And then the only vehicles that were coming behind me were trucks. I didn't even see a small car. And then the trucks would not even wait. They don't even know who you are, they just kept going. So I was crying and I said, dear God, please, 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 please help me get home. I just kept driving, and I tried to stay in my lane because, the trucks were on a particular lane. And that was how I think I drove for straight about 30 minutes or thereabout more in the heavy downpour. And it was just sheer will.
After a while, the rain stopped, and well, not completely, but it receded, and Google Map came back up. I was so happy I was able to find my way back home in a nick of time.
I got home, I got everything that I wanted, and everybody was telling me, well done, well done, well done. And that's the same way. Nobody will be there with you when the tough time comes. Nobody will be there to cheer you on when you're going through the challenges. But when you've arrived, when you get there, and when you strike that goal that you want to achieve, you see everybody saying, well done, congratulations, it was a success. So I was my own motivating factor, because nobody else would come and motivate me. I had to do it for myself. And that's what I'm telling you out there. In life, there are so many times you have a goal you want to achieve, you've prayed about it, you've started working on it, but then things just happen, and you're asking yourself, is this the right path? Should I continue? And I'm here to tell you that, hold on to that focus. Never let go of the end sight of what it is that you want to achieve. That will keep you going. And when you keep going, you definitely get results. I intend to share with you my journey, especially as a caterer using this YouTube channel. And I'm hoping that you would stick with me and find some value in this. Thank you so much, and happy viewing.